What?
You. Got him.
All right, so the tandem mini bike's all engine swapped, as you've seen on the last video. We're going to take it out now. We're going to throw some helmets on. We're going to put my phone in the phone holder, and we're going to do a top speed run, just see what it cruises at and see what it'll open up on a flat road and see how much better it is. I know we've drove it across the field already. It's way better. Like 1,000 times that heavy 440 was not worth it.
Obviously, power-wise,
yeah.
Obviously, power-wise, not as good, but just comfort it is.
Yeah, you can tell. Even with Lonnie on it, it's way better. Just the weight factor is so. And what this is made for, it ain't like we're off-roading on this bike or nothing. We're just, it's for cruising campgrounds and whatnot. That's what we kind of build it for. So let's take it out for old Hoon Snort. So let's go.
How fast will it go? Guesses?
I'm gonna say 43.
43.
Jeez, mister.
Jeepers, mister.
All right.
I feel like it's probably going to be close to that. I'm going to go under you, though. So, 41.
All right, 41, 43. Shut the door, please. Oh, yeah, electric start is nice. You ready? So it seems like it pulls really nice. It needs the 60, don't you?
I don't know, because it might lose so much on top.
It pulls really good, but I feel like it would do way better for what this is with the 60 on it. We up that hill, the lowest we ever got to was 28, but we pulled it pretty good at like 32 mile per hour, or 33, which is pretty good. But I feel like it would have, I don't think we're going to lose much on top end because it's not going to be struggling at such high RPMs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might. I don't know. It pulls good. Let's look at the belt too. You can already tell with just that short ride that it's getting a little wear on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could hear it squeaking when we came through here too.
Yeah. So I think it's going to benefit from having a 60 on it, and it's nothing to swap it. We drop the chain, pull that wheel off, replace it real quick, put a new piece of chain on. So we know our specs now. We know where we got, so we'll go do that again after the 60. But yeah, so Tune-up time, baby. Alright. I don't know how this is going to work. So we need to go more forward.
That's it.
Well, until we take the tire off. What do you mean? Yeah. Alright. So when you're taking the tire off, you got to pop this clip out here and take this bolt off because this bolts the drum assembly back there. Then I'm going to loosen the chain tensioners, which is a 10. Go ahead and get them loose. And then we just use a 19 and a 17. Break the wheel nut loose, and then we can pop the chain off. Bam. Hope it's a lot better with the 60 because I don't want to switch it back. That's the only thing. We'll be putting a new chain on it too. The only bad thing about that, we're going to get chain stretch out of a new chain. Okay. Ready? Get that spacer. No. Go ahead. We will grease this time. Rotor looks good inside there. The bearings feel okay. That's brand new looking. Alright, so all we have to do is I use cup washers on this. We just got to break these loose and swap the new sprocket on. Let's see it. Let's show the poster to the world. Oh! A McLaren 720S. maybe. And there is, a 52 is what was on it. Look at that. So of course we'll need a longer chain for this hog. So we just slide our drum brake in there before putting the whole assembly up. And if you notice on the back, it has that hex cut out. That's for the retainer that bolts this into place, because if you didn't have this bolted, the brake would just want to spin with the tire. And we forgot that before, remember? Back on the military mini bike, and it flew off on us. Simpler times. You want to start, remember, spacer goes on this side, then you get this like that. All right, we got some marine, hold that tire there, marine grade blaster. It's gonna be way too much, just like we like it. Let's get all that grease. Look on that side.
Yeah, it's harder.
That went in 1,000 times better. Is that what grease is for?
I don't think so. But it works good.
Again, start your thingamabob. Ooh, let me see that bolt.
You got every piece you pumped in there?
No, I put 3 pumps in it. It's way better now. Here you go, Lonnie.
Okay.
It's just kind of like that. And we got a spacer. Oh, too far. Don't go too far. Go a little bit more. Oh. This is the one that. Well. Alright. Bam. So we're just going to snug this. Then with the 10. Well, no, we want put the nuts at the very last of the threads. We got some blaster chain lubricant. By the way, if there's ever a paint dot on a spray can, that means it needs to point that way to get all the liquid out of it. This is like marinating a steak. I hate when I got all these pieces of chain that's not quite long enough for stuff, because it's always
not quite long enough, so you get like a collection of almost long enough chain.
Yeah, and it's like, do I risk 2 master links? I mean, we never broke them, especially on something like this. Okay, right here. Oh yeah. These there's 2 different chain brakes you can get, and I will link them both. Actually, there's 3, but one's only good for 35 chain, and we never use 35, so it hardly ever gets used for brake.
How did you used to cut chain back in the day?
We used to.
Gosh.
It was the worst.
Grinding it off.
And Go Power Sports was like,
Hey, we saw that.
they was like, hey, we have a chain brake. Let me send you a couple. And I'm like, a prickle what? So we used to grind the end of this little end off, this little knuckle, and then we used to beat it off in a vise. It was the worst.
It was a day long.
It was like traveling to Memphis on horseback. Fun fact, my foot's dead asleep.
You're sitting like an infant, and I know because I have an infant. That's literally how they sit.
Hey, give me a massage back there. Good time. Oh, now it's getting back awoke. That's how I was dreaming. I tell you.
In a deep sleep.
Woo! That was a REM cycle for sure. How's that looking there, hot dog?
Better. Much better. Still got your, that's pretty close.
We'll tighten this one a couple times. We tighten our main, 17 and 19. We tighten this main nut up to lock everything in place. It's always hard to tell if you got a little chain perfectly aligned until you spin the tire over. If it clunks any, you know it's not straight. Okay, now we just hook up the brake. Got a super tight chain. It'll stretch some. We'll have to tighten it a little bit more, but boom, Bob's your uncle. So we can tighten this puppy up. And this is how you set the tension on your brake. So I always make mine where I can't squeeze the brake all the way, if that makes any sense. So let me go test the brakes while I'm doing this. Now what?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. No choke needed. Woo! Let's go. We did 43 and we got a higher top speed, like average so far, but we haven't went back yet. All right, you ready? Let's turn her, Bob. So yeah, it went, like it still did really good, I think, but but it was almost the same. I mean, it got a little bit less up that hill, I think.
Yeah, it felt like it.
So yeah, that's weird. So we're averaging 26. We did a 43 max, so you want to just easily go down the trail?
Yeah.
All right, we'll try it. Not that great. How's the ride back there?
I couldn't hear you.
How's the ride back there?
Not bad.
I wish I had a padding here.
Yeah, that seems like it sucked.
Yeah. almost think that it needs a 72 tooth.
Maybe.
I mean, honestly, it feels like it would benefit from it. But for what this is, I mean, you ain't gonna go be climbing hills and stuff. So, we need to cut this tree that's been down forever. All of our trails are getting clogged up. Oh! This is the camp box, so this is what we built it for. Big bump! Oh. No, we're not down the hill. There's no way it was on that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to check out the links in the video description on all the parts we used on this mini bike, from the original build and the upgraded parts, the 212 sprocket and everything. I do think it would benefit from having a 72 tooth sprocket on it. Honestly, with 2 people on it, it pulled me and Lonnie perfectly fine, but if I was going to keep the mini bike, I would definitely be putting a 72 tooth on it, and it would make it perfect, because then it would climb hills. But again, we built this thing for like campgrounds and whatever, and just cruise around at swap meets. Thing is super nice, just not off-road. It beats you to death with no suspension. So yeah, let us know what you think about the mini bike. We like it a lot, and I'm not going to leave the juggernaut pulley on it, because we want to run the CVT cover just to keep the back passenger safe. But we wanted to run the juggernaut in this speed test to show you, what this bike would do. So 43 mile per hour topped out. It's pretty much a stock Tillotson with a carb and no governor. So other than that, there's no cam or anything in it. So I like it quite a bit. Let us know what you think about it. Make sure to check out those links, support your boy, and click those links. They help us out. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We're going to do another video on this thing real quick of Lonnie ripping around the woods and climbing the hill, see what it'll do. So stay tuned for that. We love you guys, and God bless.